song for my family, for my fans, friends, and enemies. I wanna tell this to you, tell it to your face.
Hey, what is happening, guys? It's Dilt here, bringing you yet another gameplay commentary using the FN-FAL on the map launch, and I get a pretty nice game here, guys. I get a 70 kill game with this, but I had to go through a bit to get this FN-FAL game. It wasn't too much. It's not like I was tryharding for this game. It's just, I had to go through a little bit of trial and error. So, to put it down into simpler terms, get the gist of it, I got a bunch of really good games with this, but it just, some of them weren't as good when I went back and watched them, or, some of them didn't record. I got this really good one on Cracked, and it didn't record because of a stupid theater, loses the game when, there's a host migration, so lost that game. And, yeah, I had this other one where it was a little campier than this one, but I do get only like 65 kills in that game. I know it's like 5 less kills, but I'm a little campier in there, and the only reason I get as much kills as I did was because I was just really kind of, using cover to my advantage and staying in really high traffic areas. I just got a shit ton of kills on these kids on, like, I think grid, so it was a good game, but, I decided to post this because I pride myself on being a rusher, and I pretty much rushed the fuck out of these guys in this game. The FN-FAL is not the easiest gun to rush with, but I found a way to, so let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Would you guys much rather see, kind of, they could be high kill games, but either way they're going to be less death games if I play a little more defensive? Or would you want to see, like high rush games, whether I get a bunch of kills and low deaths, or either way I'm going to be getting a bunch of kills, but I get a little more deaths, which happens in this game. But I decided to post it because I think if you look past the deaths I get a pretty nice game here, so yeah. Anyway, we're going to get into the commentary now, guys, and today I'm going to talk about the 2 semi-automatic assault rifles in Call of Duty Black Ops, and that is the FN-FAL and the M14. It's not really like a gun breakdown video, maybe it is. It's not going to have too in-depth statistics. It's just kind of going to have the gist of it, the overall points, the advantages, the disadvantages of just the semi-automatic rifle in general, and then I'm going to kind of go on the advantages and disadvantages of them both, and I'll also give my personal favorite, which one's my favorite. Do I like the FAL or the M14 better? So please sit back and enjoy, and let's get right into it. So of course, if you played Call of Duty Black Ops, you know that the hit detection is not the greatest in this game, like I mentioned before in a previous commentary. So if you're using a semi-automatic rifle in this game, you're definitely going to have a big disadvantage when it comes to that. Because it is so laggy and the hit detection is not the greatest, bullets may not hit at times where it should be, and especially if you don't have the best connection, it's a lot harder to use these weapons if you're not such an experienced player. Me personally, I'm a pretty experienced player, so I have a pretty crappy connection, so I can use these weapons and do well, but for pretty much, like I wouldn't say newer person to Call of Duty, but, just not the best, these weapons are definitely harder to use if your internet's not that great. You want really good internet because, honestly, semi-automatic rifles with bad connection equals not fun. You're not going to be hitting shots that are supposed to be hitting, so I definitely recommend, you get a better connection if you're going to try these guns. They're still very good weapons, but quite frankly, the hit detection in Black Ops, like I said, not the best, so it's not the easiest to use these weapons. So another disadvantage about these semi-automatic rifles is, of course, you're only getting 1 bullet out at a time, which means it's not going to be an automatic rifle. Unless you have like a rapid-fire mod or something, an automatic rifle is going to have an advantage at close range no matter what. So that's a main disadvantage, pretty obvious if you look at semi-automatic weapons. Every time you tap that trigger, you're only getting 1 bullet out, so you definitely want to try and keep your distances from medium to long range. That's where these weapons are ultimately going to be the best for you. They're going to perform the best. Try and avoid the close range engagements. Find kind of like close and medium range. That's where the FAL and the M14 are definitely not going to do as well, even though that they are a 2-shot kill at close range. It's pretty hard to get the bullets on them. Hipfire is not that great on these weapons without steady aim, so it's definitely a challenge to kill people at close range. So try and keep your battles at a distance. You're going to do a lot better with these weapons. So there's really not too much disadvantage there. I mean, honestly, the only real, true disadvantage of them is that they are semi-automatic, which means you're only getting 1 bullet out at a time every time you tap that trigger. But besides that, the stats of these weapons are freaking insane. They have the highest damage out of any assault rifle. They have the best accuracy, well, some of the best accuracy, you know, not the greatest. FAL, one of the most accurate guns in the game. M14's kind of weird when it comes to its accuracy, I'll talk about it later. You can fire this thing at 1,200 rounds per minute, which is the highest Call of Duty can handle. And that's freaking insane. Now, if you have a really good trigger finger, which is more, of course, realistic and not cheap, you can be a beast with this weapon. These weapons are absolutely insane if you got a good trigger finger. Me personally, I don't have a really good trigger finger. I say I have a pretty decent accuracy, which is why I can use these weapons well, but if you got the best of both worlds, oh my god, these weapons will be your best friend. They are absolutely monster with fire rate. And they're also pretty mobile. The M14, I feel, is a lot less clunky, a lot more, you know, like linear. It's a lot better to control. FAL is a little taller, kind of bulkier in your hands, but, you know, they're still very mobile assault rifles, and they're ultimately really good weapons. So now we're going to move into kind of like the personal disadvantages and advantages of these rifles. We'll start with the M14. The M14, kind of a disadvantage of it is the accuracy compared to the FAL. It has 2 bars less of accuracy. If you kind of compare the weapons, it has 2 bars less of accuracy, so even if you put the grip attachment on it, which is available, the only assault rifle that is available with the grip attachment, it still won't compare to the FAL's accuracy. So either with or without grip, the M14 loses in the accuracy category, and like I said before, you know, the stats are identical in these weapons, so you know, losing those 2 bars of accuracy, you know, obviously means that the M14 is clearly not as good as the FAL. But the advantages of the M14 I found, like I said, it's a lot more linear, a lot more mobile, a lot more easier to control, and the reload's a lot quicker, a lot swifter. You don't have to use sleight of hand with the M14. It's not necessary with this weapon because the reload's actually really nice. It's not you're not gonna be penalized, of course, using sleight of hand, but you know, it gives you an opportunity to use something like steady aim or hardened, which would give you an edge over the FAL in gunfights. But overall, the FAL is has the best statistics in pretty much the game of Call of Duty Black Ops, besides the semi-automatic, which is what balances it out. Pretty much has the best accuracy, has the highest damage, has the best RPM. It's just a monster of a gun. Definitely underrated. I didn't find that many people using it. Quite frankly, it is because, you know, the hit detection is bad in Black Ops. Plus, it is semi-automatic. Not going to attract too many people if it is semi-automatic, but it is still a really deadly rifle if you get used to it and, you know how to play these weapons real nice. You know, you can do very well with this weapon. You can, like I said, just be a monster. And, yeah, you're not allowed to grip attachment for it, and the ammo is 20 bullet magazine, but nothing, you know, extended mags won't fix. Like I said, you know, you can't put grip on it like the M14, but then again, it doesn't really matter because it has better accuracy than the M14 with grip, so it doesn't really matter with the FAL. I know, it's surprising, but it is the best weapon out of the 2. Oh my god, foreshadowing the beginning, holy shit. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. I was expecting the M14. Holy crap. You, Dylan, you are... you tricked me. You tricked me, man. That's not cool. No, guys, but the FAL is the better weapon. That's why I got the gameplay with it. I do love the M14, which is my personal favorite. That's my kind of DILT 45 pick. Even though the FAL, if you're going for a better assault rifle out of the 2, try the FAL. But if you want to kind of... I don't know, I guess challenge yourself a little bit. It's not that much worse than the FAL, but, you know, the FAL is still better. But the M14 is still a really nice weapon. I love the FAL, like how it fires, like how it looks. It's a cool weapon. Definitely recommend you go try both of them out. But like I said, you know, M14 is more for fun if you want, you know, good games that, you know, are going to entail a lot of kills and... You know, you don't need as much skill to use FAL as your weapon, so yeah, I guess that really concludes this kind of gun review somewhat. Anyway guys, that is about it for this gameplay commentary. I hope you all enjoyed. There's a button right there, it's a little green thumb. If you did like the video, please click that button to express that you did. Leave a comment letting me know, like I said, you know, which type of playstyle would you like to see from me, and leave a comment also letting me know what your favorite semi-automatic rifle is in Black Ops and why. And also, I want to thank you guys for 20 subscribers. We just hit this number. It's a Absolutely amazing number. We're so excited for how fast our channel is growing. Actually, 2 weeks from this day, we posted our first video, so it's about 10 subscribers a week. That's pretty amazing, guys. Keep up the support. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see on this channel, please hit that subscribe button. We love seeing new subscribers on the channel. Best feeling in the world, probably, for this YouTube thing, when we see a new subscriber on our channel, so please hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys on the next commentary. Hope you have a dandy